Tuesday witnessed one of the most staggering results in Indian tennis in recent times, and that is our top focus on the show tonight. World number 222 Ramkumar Ramanathan, a player just starting to make a name in the circuit, stunned world number 8 and top seed Dominic Thiem in the Antalya Open round of 16. Ramanathan relied on his booming serve to win 6-3 and 6-2 in less than an hour against the Austrian, who was one of the emerging talents in the men's game.
214 ranking places separated Ramkumar Ramanathan and Dominic Thiem as they contested their round of 16 clash at the Antalya Open in Turkey.
Ramkumar Ramanathan.
But the 22-year-old from Chennai scripted one of the more remarkable upsets in recent history to etch a memorable chapter in Indian tennis.
It was an amazing win for me against the top 10 player Dominic Thiem. So I didn't see it coming, but I just gave it my best, and I went for my shots, and all my team, my coaches, and my friends, gave me the belief that I could do it. So I think it turned out well. So I just have to keep going now.
One would have to go back nearly 20 years for the last time an Indian singles player pulled off an upset of similar magnitude. In August 1998, Leander Paes, 2 years on from his Olympic bronze at Atlanta, stunned then world number 2 and one of the all-time greats of the game, Pete Sampras, in Connecticut. 19 years later, Ramanathan has shocked one of the supreme talents in the game, a man who dumped Novak Djokovic out of the French Open in straight sets just this month.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you a great, confidence boost, which is great because I've been losing very close matches, and I've been playing some good tennis over these years. So, this to beat Dominic Thiem was a great, great thing for me, and it's like a big confidence, like I told you. So I just have to build on this and try to, keep playing the same tennis and keep enjoying it.
The win is easily the biggest achievement yet of Ramanathan's fledgling career. The bigger challenge, one that has troubled several upcomers in the Indian game over the years, is to make such displays a consistent affair to prove that it wasn't just a flash in the pan. Sports Bureau, WION.
Right, a momentous day for Ramkumar Ramanathan, as indeed for Indian tennis. Earlier today, I spoke to former India player and Asiad and Commonwealth Games gold medalist Somdev Devvarman, someone who has seen Ramanath's growth from close quarters. I began by asking Somdev how big an achievement he felt it was on part of the 22-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, that's, first of all, incredible effort by Ram. I think any time in your career to have a top 10 win is a huge boost. It's a confidence booster. I mean, considering he's not had the greatest season by his standards, I think, this is just a confidence booster for sure. I think, hopefully he can kind of use this and start having a better year. I think, unfortunately, he couldn't make it to the qualifiers of the Wimbledon, but I think with a result like this, he's almost assured a spot in the US Open.
The win even sweeter, Somdev, is that it did not come against a fading star or someone out of form. Just 3 weeks back, Thiem was demolishing Novak Djokovic in straight sets at the French Open.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question in anybody's mind that Thiem is, the future of tennis for sure. I think, the guy is a fantastic player, definitely has a few slams in him, and he's very young. So, that being said, I think a few things to keep in perspective is not to get carried away. Sport has a way of, making sure that every athlete stays humble, especially in an individual sport. Things can go up and down. So I think from Ram's perspective, he just has to use this as a stepping stone to take the next step. And if I was Ram, I would just be focusing on what I can do to actually consolidate on such a fantastic win and then build on it. So I think, it was the first match on grass. Ram is a very tricky opponent because he's got a fantastic serve, great hands, and he's a great fighter. So
just put things a little in perspective for our viewers from an overall Indian tennis context, Somdev. This wasn't just any other upset. You'd probably have to go back by 2 decades for the last time an Indian singles player defeated someone ranked in the top 10.
I'm not sure. I actually read a stat this morning that I think I had a win over Del Potro when he was top 10. But I'm not quite sure about that. But either way, regardless, I think it's a huge step, especially in the singles scene, because I mean, apart from Leander, maybe Yuki's got a lot of potential, obviously, and I think right now in the single scene things are looking pretty grim. So something like this can really kind of boost not just Ram but also his fellow Indian competitors. I think all the guys, Prajnesh, Yuki, Sakets, Sanams, all of these guys are going to look at this and say, you know, if Ram can do it, we've played with Ram, we've beaten Ram, we've lost to him, but if he can do it, we can also do it. I think that's the kind of belief and like a little upliftment that's going to come across all the players you're going to see, and hopefully everybody can kind of use this as traction to kind of better their careers.
Final question to you, Somdev. As someone who's been at a similar stage in your own career, as someone who's seen the rigors of tennis at the highest level, what will your advice be to Ram as he savours the occasion? A win of this magnitude is obviously a shot in the arm, but making it a habit, like you say, is the biggest challenge.
Yes, I think one of the first things that Ram should focus on, like I said, is his next match. And that's it, nothing else. I think as far as he's concerned, how he's going to beat his next opponent, it should be the biggest concern to him right now. I'm sure, you know, Ram is a very focused athlete, so I'm sure he's not kind of straying away from that. He knows what's working for him, obviously, and he needs to continue on building on that. But I think more importantly, for the long run, Ram needs to kind of take this as motivation and see why he's not actually been consistent. You know, I think he's always had the ability to win big matches here and there because he's a fantastic fighter and he's got a pretty big game with a big serve. So he's got a big advantage there. But I think the questions he needs to start asking himself is, why is he not being able to take that next step? Really identify the reasons why and work on that, and use this as a stepping stone, like I said. So once again, you know, I think big win for Ram should be a big boost for Indian tennis because it should give confidence to all the younger players that they can also do the same thing. And, you know, I think it's just overall a very good day for all tennis fans in India.
Yes, a very good day for all tennis fans in India. A great day for Ramkumar Ramanathan. Let's hope he can carry forward with the momentum of this victory. Thank you on that note, Somdev Devvarman, for your time.